Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will discuss about introduction to machine learning and what all things are required if you are planning to learn machine learning or you want to work on data science. So since machine learning, it will be again a combination of programming language plus mathematics. Again, mathematics will be the core part where all the different calculations that will lead to the actual outcome. So it's not that you have to learn a detailed mathematics. Again, if you want to start learning machine learning algorithms, familiarity with Python is very important because again, most of the work that is being done using manual calculation, it has all those libraries. So you must be familiar with all the terms like mean, median, mode, confusion matrix, then standard deviation. So all those things, percentile, then normal data distribution. Because again, machine learning is all about analyzing the data, then representing the data, finding the relations between the data. So again, all those things like data distribution, normal data distribution, then you have mean, median, mode. It will help you to understand the data, the relationship between the data. Plus, if you want to see the patterns in the data, Python has all those libraries, all those methods through which you can check the relationship between the data. So first thing is like if you are familiar with Python, you can easily do all these calculations using library. Again, we have NumPy. NumPy is the module, you can say NumPy is the library through which it has a method called mean. You can calculate the mean. It has the method called median. You can easily calculate the median. It has the method for mode. Then if you want to have the standard deviation. So it is just that you have to import the library and you have to use the methods and through which you can solve all those things or you can have all those calculations. Because without understanding the data, you cannot create any model. So these are the basic things that you should understand whenever you are going to work on any of the machine learning models. Because you there are two ways. One is like you go with the manual calculation or you go with understanding how it is done manually. Knowing theoretical part is important, plus how it is being calculated. In case of Python, you are not bothered about that. You just need to use those methods from this NumPy library and then all of your work will be done. Then the second part will be where we just want to understand the relationship, the patterns in the data. So for that we have matplotlib. Using matplotlib, you can create all those different types of graphical representation, whether it is scatter plot. Then we have a library called pyplot also. Then we have you can create normal data distribution. So we have all those things through which we can actually view the data. And again, this is the part of Python itself. It provides this matplotlib library through which you can get the actual relationship between the data, and based upon that you can focus on, you can see what type of machine learning model this data will require. And again, whenever we are going to create any machine learning model also, the algorithm is there in Python. We just need to use that algorithm. We just need to first of all select the which algorithm we require. We need to train that model, and once that model is trained, we just need to check how effective this model is, what is the error and what is the accuracy. And also for different data, like we have linear regression, through which we check the relationship between two variable, and we try to draw a single line, and we just check that all those points, how much they are closer to this linear line. Then we have polynomial regression, then we have multiple regression. So these three types of regression we used based upon the data. So if our data is in such a manner that we are not able to create a linear or straight line, then we go with this polynomial regression. And if we have multiple independent data and one dependent data, in that case it comes under multiple regression. So these are the three regression whenever we have a continuous values. So in those cases we just see what type of regression we can use to make sure that it is as per our data. So all the different types of models that we create for forecasting, like what will be the sale forecast, how much we should have our budget for different quarters. So all those forecasting things we go with these regression. So again, for linear regression, logistic regression. So linear regression, whenever we are going for any forecasting, budget forecasting, sales forecasting, we go with direct use of this linear regression machine learning model, and then we have the data. We can use any of this linear regression or polynomial regression, or we have this multiple regression, just to make sure that it this particular regression fits as per the data that is provided by the stakeholder or the client. So basically this is an introduction. So again, whenever we are going to start learning a new things, and if we see that okay, we have to go in depth in the mathematical calculation, we need to know in depth all the logics, all the concepts of mathematics, then it becomes a little different to start that. But since Python makes it very easy to learn, you can start, you can just install your Python, and all those things where like we used to have manual calculation, it is just one click solution where you need to import a library, you need to know which appropriate method you need to use, and then you just need to pass the value, simple, and you will have all this mean, median, mode. It will be calculated within a fraction of seconds. You can see standard deviation, because again, understanding the data, understanding the relationship of the data, that is very important, because machine learning model, it is totally based upon the data. You need to pick the appropriate model based upon the data that is being supplied. So friends, this is basic introduction to machine learning model, what all things you need to know. Later we will be discussing all the different machine learning models that are available step by step, so that you have a clear understanding what is machine learning, what is deep learning, what is logistic regression, what is decision tree, what is random forest. So all those things, they are created or they are meant for a particular problem solving. So again, you cannot use any machine learning model for any type of data. So data understanding is very important. So these are the basic things that you must know. There is again, if you want to go in depth, if you want to go the in depth knowledge about these things, you can go with, again, you can make your make sure that you are learning the mathematical concept properly. But in order to start, it's not that much important that you should know these concepts in depth. So this was all about introduction to machine learning model. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching this video.